What's going on, family? This is Inspired to Be Great, and I am your host, Ron Miles. Listen, family, I want to continue to tell you guys that I thank you, that I appreciate all the support and love that you've been showing, all your comments, all your feedback. Hey, it's been great dialogue between us, but be sure to go ahead and subscribe, click the follow button, put your email in, super simple, super easy. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Blueberry, or Podbean. But our topic for today, family, predator or prey. Now, most people say, well, I'm the predator, I'm the hunter, I go after mine, I go get mine. And which could possibly be true. You could be the predator, but do you play the prey sometimes as well? That's a question you need to ask yourself, not only in life, but also in business. Am I the predator in this situation, or I'm the prey? Most people will say those who are the consumers are the prey, and those who are the ones that's doing the distributing of the service or product are the predators. And just like when you hear about predatory lending, where you hear lenders back when the housing market was a big boom and everybody was going after houses, everybody wanted to get houses. And so you had these lenders calling people, giving people loans that they shouldn't have, basically stalking, and they labeled it as predatory lending. Well, I'm asking you today, are you the predator or the prey? And I mean, it's very simple to figure out which one you are and where you fall in line at. And you think about it, as somebody that's the prey, what is the prey doing? The prey is constantly on the run. The prey is constantly trying to outrun whatever it is that's trying to capture it, whatever it is that's trying to hold it down, set it back, kill it, whatever it is. The prey is constantly on the move. It's constantly on the go. And so some people may say, well, I'm not the prey. I'm not the prey. Well, take this, for instance. The prey, like I said, is trying to outrun something. Is it something that you're afraid that's going to eat you up, so you're constantly outrunning it? Rather it be substance abuse, rather it be your childhood, trying to escape the past of it, rather it be some issues you ran into in your past. Could it be a spouse or a significant person in your life, and you're constantly trying to outrun them? Are you constantly trying to outrun your bills, your responsibilities? Are you constantly on the move, trying to outrun just to survive? Now listen, if you're living only to survive, then you're not living at all. And that's just being point blank honest with you. Life is about thriving. It's about living at your best, living it to the limits, going beyond the limits that you set in your mind, going beyond the limits that other people have dictated for you, and going far past those things and living your life to its fullest capabilities. But the only way to really do that is to understand, am I the predator or the prey? Am I the one that's constantly running? Am I the one that's constantly scared if this thing catches me, what it's going to do to me? Huh? Are you the one that's like that? Are you feeling like if I don't continuously be on the run, if I don't continuously be looking over my shoulder, if I don't continuously be moving so I can keep this thing off my path, I am going to succumb to it and I'm going to be eaten alive. My business will fail because I keep running from problems. I keep running from handling certain situations. I keep running from, and most people say, well, how does it really affect my business? Now, if your business is supposed to be operating at a certain level, you're supposed to have certain equipment to make your business run smoother. You're supposed to have certain things in place to make your business more efficient. But because you're trying to be cheap, or because you, in some cases you can't afford it, but in most cases I'm talking about the ones who can afford it, but they're trying to be cheap, trying to have go-arounds, trying to go through loops and not follow all the rules. So you're constantly outrunning something, hoping it doesn't catch you. Why? Because when it catches you, that's it. Game over. I'm done. But that's why I try to teach people, you have to understand what position you're in life and business. Am I the prey? Am I the one that's constantly running? Am I the one who's constantly in fear? Because that's what the prey is. The prey is in fear. But the cool thing about it is, and most people don't believe it, but everything has predators and prey. Everything in life, from your insects to your animals to people. It's always something. It's always a predator that's trying to get its prey, and it's always a prey that's trying to outrun the predator. I don't care how you look at it. If you want to look at it from ants to spiders, from snakes to mice, from lions to gazelles, from, I mean, you name it, there's always a predator and prey. And like I said, even as humans, some of us humans are so devious at times that we're out there seeking people who maybe have low self-esteem, or people who may not have the knowledge or wisdom to do certain things. So we're looking to take advantage of them. And those people know who they are. They know who they are when they try to misuse some of their talents and gifts to take advantage of others, or they try to overcharge them. Those people know who they are, and they have to live with themselves. Some of them live with it comfortably. Some of them, it bothers them, but they say, hey, I made $1. But that goes back to where their values are, because where your values are and your values and your vision should align up. But if your values is off or skewed from your vision, there's always going to be some type of turmoil, always going to be something that you're going against. But back to the topic, fam. We're going to stick to the topic. So pray. So you have to ask yourself, am I the prey? Is it something that I'm trying to outrun all the time? Is it something I'm scared if it catches up to me, what it may do to me? Is there something in my life or something in my business or something that's surrounding me that's keeping me from being the predator? Now you have to ask yourself, well, what is the predator? What's so different about the predator? Why is the predator so skilled? You have to think of it, this mentality. From the time the predator wakes up, its goal is to hunt, is to be aggressive, is to go after things aggressively, attain its goals aggressively. It's not to be on the run. It's not to be fearful of what may happen to them, what they may lose out on. And don't get me wrong, the predator loses from time to time. The predator may miss his mark, may have to go hungry, may make a bad business deal, make some bad connections and friendships and relationships, may make a mistake that caused the family or the business to fumble. I mean, the predator has its cons as well, but the one thing you know about the predator is out to eat. And when the predator is out to eat, it means everybody's going to eat. So you have to think of it the way lions run in a pack or wolves run in a pack. They don't run in a pack so just one can eat. When they make the kill, everybody's getting a little bit. Rather, if it's one person that makes one animal that makes the kill, or if it's multiple, everybody is going to eat. Matter of fact, I seen something so cool today. I'm not sure if it was a fox or maybe a wild dog or something. It didn't look like a fox. It had no colors of the fox, but it was big like a dog, almost like a German Shepherd size. And I watched it as it crossed the road with something in its mouth. Now, mind you, it made me think. This is where that whole predator versus prey came into play in my mind, because as it had this animal's lifeless body in his mouth and it was crossing over the road as I was driving, all I could think of was there's nobody around. He can be greedy and he can eat this. He could have it all to himself and not have to share with anybody, come back full. But it was taking it back somewhere. It wasn't dripping with blood as if it had chewed on it and scratched it up or something. It wasn't nothing of that nature. It was taking it back to the destination. Why? Because it told me that there's others there to be fed. Because it could have made its kill, ate what it wanted, left the scraps and kept on moving. But that lets me know he runs with somebody or she runs with somebody. And so if I'm going to eat, everybody eats. And that's the problem. A lot of people don't have that attitude. A lot of people don't have that attitude of the fact that if I'm going to eat, then my whole team's going to eat. But the thing you need to ask yourself is will my team do the same for me? Do I have the right people surrounding me? Do I have the right tribe, the right group, the right clique, the right foundation around me, where they're going to keep pushing me and propelling me into my vision, into my dreams, into my goals, and I'm going to do the same for them. But when one of us eat, we all share in it. When one of us make the kill, we all share in it. But see, that's the thing about the predator. The predator's mindset, like I said, from the time it wakes up, its goal is I have to eat. My family has to eat. I'm on the hunt. I'm watching and I'm looking for my next victim, for my next goal, for my next dream, for my next vision, for my next check mark on my list. And that's how you have to wake up. You have to wake up with that mentality is, if I don't kill it, I don't eat. If I don't kill it, my family don't eat. If I don't go after my goals aggressively, we don't have. But it's up to you. It's up to you to determine your mindset. Determine the way you're going to see things. Are you going to constantly run from your problems? Are you constantly, because even the predator may have some problems, but the predator is going to attack its problems. It's going to go head up with its problems. It's going to say, you know what? You may have had me yesterday, but we going to do this again. Have you ever watched the Nature Channel where it shows the lion may have lost against a water buffalo, a gazelle, or whatever it may have been chasing? It lost one round, but the very next day, it's back. Why? Because it say, I know my prey. I know where they like to hang out. I know the smell of them. They're near. They're close. I'm going to get them. Why? Because I won't be deterred by situations and circumstances. I won't be deterred by events that come up that I wasn't prepared for. I won't be deterred because something I lost out on the business deal. I lost out on the opportunity. Why? Because I'm preparing myself for my next kill. And that has to be your mentality. That has to be the way your mind works, the way your eyes see things. You have to say, you know what? I may have missed it today, but I'm going to eat tomorrow. I may not have accomplished everything I wanted to today. I may have been just off my mark today, but tomorrow, I promise tomorrow I'm going to eat. I promise tomorrow we're going to get this prey. I promise tomorrow is the day where things will change. And that's how you got to have it in your mind, family. That's how you have to determine within yourself that I'm the predator. I'm the one that's on the hunt. How do you become the predator? Maybe you got to get up early. Maybe part of your issue of being the prey is you like to sleep in or you like to procrastinate. So maybe you need to start waking up a little earlier. Maybe you need to start writing down things, putting them in order of how you want to accomplish them each day. Why? Because as long as you keep it in your mind, you keep this running list in your mind, you're going to always have a running list that's going to forget something. Or you're going to short yourself on something because you're not going to spend the adequate amount of time. So take time. Get yourself a planner. Get you one that has the hours broke down and write from 8 to 9, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. From 9:30 to 10, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. From 10:15 to 11:30, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. Take time. Set yourself up to become the predator and not the prey. Stop being scared of those things that you may have to face. Why? Because your greatest gifts from God is on the other side of fear, family. Your greatest gifts is on the other side of fear. It's on the other side of pain. It's on the other side of turmoil. It's on the other side of ups and downs. It's on the other side. But the only way to get there is to have the mentality of a predator, that you're going after your dreams no matter what, that you're going to attack this thing. You're going to take it head on. You're going to be all that you can be. Why? Because you were destined to be the king. You were destined to be the queen. As I heard it said before, we were born to be kings and queens, but taught to be slaves. And we bought into it. We were taught it. Now, I'm talking about when we were free. Once we got free, for those of us that's African American, once you became free, you still was a slave to how things work. You bought into how you should do things, how you were told to do things, and you allow society to dictate what you should have and what you shouldn't have, how you should dress and how you shouldn't dress. And that's why you have to have that predator mentality where it doesn't matter how I looked yesterday. It doesn't matter what happened the day before. It doesn't matter what happened last year. It doesn't matter what took place in my childhood. It doesn't matter what happened in my marriage. It doesn't matter what happened with my mom and my dad. It doesn't matter what happened that I was homeless. It doesn't matter what happened that I may have to live in places I didn't want to live. It doesn't matter what happened. Why? Because I have today. And I have today to accomplish my goals. I have today to move forward in my dreams. I have today to execute my vision. Why? Because you're the predator. You're the king or queen of the jungle. You're the one that's destined for greatness. You're the one that has everything inside of you boiling, waiting, bubbling. It's just so ready to come out. But you just have to release it. You have to take whatever you're scared of. You have to take whatever those challenges is. See, the prey runs from challenges. It don't want to take that battle long. Why? Because they've been conditioned to taught that you're going to lose this fight. They've been conditioned to taught that you're not going to outrun me. You're not going to make it through this battle. So you better get on your high horse and start moving. They've been taught that. They've been conditioned through nature, through society, through their environment, that that's what happens to prey. But see, like I said, even the predator misses his mark. But the difference between the predator and the prey, tomorrow when he wakes back up, he's ready to hunt. He's ready to make the kill. Why? Because he has in mind, if I don't make the kill, we don't eat. If I don't kill, we don't eat. If I don't go after it aggressively, we don't have. If I don't go attack my dreams, my goals, my visions, I won't be satisfied. I won't be fulfilled. So I'm telling you, family, I'm asking you, family, go after your goals aggressively. Dream big, dream ferociously, but go after it with a might inside of you that's like no other. Attack it. Be great today, not tomorrow. Don't worry about yesterday. Don't worry about last month. Don't worry about last year. Don't worry about the first part of your life. Why? Because you have the rest of your life to make it the best of your life, family. So with that being said, family, this has been another Inspired to Be Great podcast. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you listening. Remember, click the follow button, enter your email in, subscribe to the website. You know, we want to hear your comments, your ratings, your reviews. We love the feedback. You can also find us on our Inspired to Be Great Facebook page and also at www.ronaldmiles.com. That's RONALDMYLES. I look forward to hearing from you. Remember, greatness only happens when you make good the enemy of great. Have a good one, family.